So we got a few not so common shortcuts for your keyboard on your Mac. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back to my channel and thanks for watching. If you guys can subscribe and help me out, I have over 300 videos. Check out my log. What I want to do today is I want to go through some not so common shortcuts that you would actually pick up on a Mac and a Mac keyboard. So again, there's going to be the common ones like how to copy, paste, and all that kind of stuff. And then there's going to be some of the shortcuts that are not really the most common, but they can help you out. So I'm going to go through, I don't know how many there are. There might be about 10 of them or so. And I'll do a screen share here in a second and just show you what they are. And again, these are going to be shortcuts that are not going to be so crazy that you're never going to use them. Like a lot of people do these shortcuts like you got to do this and you got to have your hand like this. It's not like that. So I'm going to do some easy ones for you, things that you might actually use. And you let me know what you think in the comments. But again, take it with a grain of salt. Some people just clicking's easier for them as well. But I think these will definitely help people out. So without further ado, let's do a screen share. And I'm going to show you what they are. Sit back and relax, and then I'll catch you on the other side. So the first one should be very easy. Let's go ahead and show you. So let's just say you're in a document. This is a text document. It could be anywhere in a browser, anywhere. If you click the delete key, obviously you're going to delete. See that? You're going to delete the word that you're actually putting in there, character by character, the delete does it. The other thing that's it's a common shortcut, but a lot of people don't know about, if you actually click the FN, it's in the lower left-hand corner, so the FN key, Frank Nancy key in the left-hand corner, at the bottom, and then you click delete, it'll actually delete forward. See that? It's going to move forward, so it's going to delete forward instead of backwards. If you click delete, it'll delete backwards, and then if you click the FN button down and you click delete, it's going to delete forward. So just keep that in mind. That's one tip number one. All right, tip number two. If you look at a Mac keyboard, you're going to notice a lot of things, especially on the smaller ones. If you don't have a numeric key or something, there's no page up or page down buttons like there is on a Windows PC. So let's say you're in a document like this. Here's a document, and you want to page up and page down. There's a couple different ways you can do it. In a browser, if you click the space bar, you can't do it here, obviously, because it's going to make a space. But in a browser, it usually will go down. But if you want to go back up, I'll show you that in a second, you can't really do that. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So what you can do is you click the FN button again. And what you want to do is just click the up and down arrows. So hold down the FN key and click down on the arrows, the arrow buttons. Click up on the buttons, holding the FN key down. So look at that. It goes up and down. You can do this with web pages and everything. The reason I like it is because on a web page, you can click the space bar. It's going to go down, but then it's hard to go back up. So if you hold down the FN key and click up and down really quickly, you can go up and down really quickly through any document. And it basically replaces the page up and page down key. All right, tip number three is almost the exact same thing. You're in a document like this. It can be a web page or whatever you want. Go ahead and hold down the FN key. And if you click now the left and right arrow, so if you click the left arrow, it's going to bring you to home, which I'm at. If you click the right arrow, it's going to bring you to end. So that's a home and end button. It takes, see, I'm going to the very, very top, which is the home. I'm going all the way down to the third page, which is the bottom. So you hold down the FN key, click the left button, or the left arrow, I'm sorry, to go to home. Click the right arrow to go down to the bottom, which is end. So there's your home and end keys, just like you have on a PC. And there's a shortcut for you. Hopefully not everyone knew that. All right, another shortcut I like to use, or at least set up, I'll show you this in a second, is you want to go up to your Apple icon, click on System Preferences, go into Keyboard right there, and then go to Dictation. And make sure your dictation is turned on. See it there? So make sure that's on, otherwise this will not work. And then also there's a shortcut here. Sometimes it's turned off, but it says press FN key twice. It's going to be one of these from the list here. So you want to go ahead and press FN function key twice, make sure that's selected here, and then close out of this. So the reason I like this is, let's say you're in a document just like I was. Let's say I'm in Pages. I have this document here, and I want to go ahead and use some dictation down here to fill up my document. So all I have to do now, since all that's set up, is the FN key like I've been using all the time. I just double click it, and it'll turn dictation on. Oops. You can see that it's kind of doing a good job at it, but at least it's working. So that's how you turn dictation on. Now I'm going to double click the key again, and you can see it turned it off. So let's just say I'm going to go down again. Now, once that's set up, all I have to do is double click FN twice. Just right, you're going to hear me do it. I know it's annoying, but I'm pounding it just so you can hear it. There it goes. It's going to turn it on, period. And you can dictate from here on out. And then I'm going to turn it off, double click. Double FN click, and now it's off. So that's a huge tip. So like if you just get bored of typing or something, or you want to just use the dictation more, that's an easy way to do it. All right, I'm going to show you a couple more shortcuts, and you can use these on anything. I know I'm using Pages right now. You can use these in browsers, Safari, you name it. It'll always work the same. So let's say you're in Pages here, and you just want to basically minimize the window. Instead of going up and clicking this little icon right here, which is the negative sign, the yellow one, all you have to do for this is just hit Command M as in Mary, so Command M. You'll see that it moves it, it brings it down here, and you'll see it in the dock over here. You can see it right there. Now, I don't know why there's a difference here, but that's where it moves it down there where you can still see it in the dock. There's also a Command H. If you have any application open and you're in it like this, it actually hides it. You'll watch, it doesn't move down here. It actually just hides it. So Command H just disappears instantly, and you'll notice it's not in the dock over here, but it didn't close it. If you go back over here, it's back and open. So it's a little bit different there. So one is Command M, basically to minimize, one is Command H to hide. And then Command W is really the one that you want if you want to just basically shut down an app altogether and not have it sitting in memory so it's not still running. So you just do Command W, and what you're going to notice is in this time this came up because it wants me to save my work before it shuts down the application. I'm not going to do that, but that's all you have to do, Command W, to basically delete it, and it'll close the application. All right, so here's a few more tips. So if you're on a website like this, there's other ways to do this, but I just like it because it's really fast and quick. Let's just say you're on a document and you want to you highlight this M1. See how I highlighted M1 right there? A lot of times you do that and you want to see if there's any other instances of that. You want to do a search for it. So what you want to do is you can go ahead and just click Command F. And as soon as you click Command F as in Frank, you'll see up here, this opens up here. And you can kind of click through all the different references to this M1. But the easier thing to do, after you click Command F, while it's like in this mode here, just go ahead and click Command G. Command G is in, Greg, I guess. If I click that, see how it's going? It's moving all the way down, all of them. It'll just keep cycling through. So, you highlight something like performance, like that. You click Command F. It's going to come up here, and then Command G, and it'll find all the other instances. This time there's only 2 of them. So that's important if you're trying to find specific things in a document or a big book or something. So just keep that in mind, and that's something that you may or may not use that much, but I just wanted to show that to you. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down as well. So now here's another one. This is just a quick, really quick shortcut, but I learned this one. Using that FN key in the lower left-hand corner again, let's say you have a bunch of applications open. Someone's walking up on you don't want them to see it or whatever, and you can go ahead and just click hold on the FN key and just hit F11 on your keyboard. So FN, that key, and then click F11, and it'll move right to your desktop. Everything will shut down, and you'll be on your desktop. And then if you hold it down, FN again, click F11, everything will come back up. So just keep that in mind. That's a little shortcut for you if that helps at all. All right, and then the final one I'm going to show you today is just if you want to get to the preferences for any application. So obviously there's going to be system preferences, but then there's going to be preferences for each application. For instance, this is Pages. If I go up to Pages and then Preferences, I'll get to it, right? So I have a couple clicks there. There's an easier way though, and I'm not saying it's, maybe it's not easier for some, but I like using it. So like here I'm on Pages. All I have to do is you basically hold down Command and click the comma, and it'll come right up the preferences. So Command, comma, and it opens up this application's preferences. So let me show you why that's kind of cool. So this is obviously Mac preferences. You saw the Mac preferences come up for this app, but it works on anything. So if you go up to like Google Chrome, see I have Chrome open. It's not even Safari, this is Chrome. And I click on Command, comma. Look at it, it brings me to the preferences page inside of inside of Chrome, not even like through Apple. It's kind of crazy. So if you want to get to preferences an easy way in any application, Command, comma works really good. And that's the last tip for today. All right, so what do you think? Let me know in the comments if this helps at all. I mean, obviously the page up, page down, you can do a couple different ways, but some of the other ones are even more common or more helpful, than what you would think. Once you start using them, it's a lot less keystrokes. Just actually having to close the window and make, every time you close it, the application hasn't actually shut down. It's using a little bit of resources. Sometimes it helps just to know the command, and you learn that command after a couple times, and then you're done, and then boom, you got it done. So let me know what you think. Are these helpful, not for people? I do a lot of videos like this, a lot of tutorials and teaching and stuff. Try to make these a little bit more exciting, but these aren't the most exciting videos. I know that it's usually the new products and stuff that come out for Mac. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you can subscribe to my channel, it's going to really help me grow the channel. I'm over 5,000 subscribers. I'm actually kind of happy about that. For me, it's been a struggle, but I'm getting there. So I'll talk to you soon. Peace.